All right. Yo. Welcome back to Signal Interrupted, man. We got something special. We got something new. It's Women's Wednesday, folks.
Hello,
And
hello.
how you doing? We got a new contestant, new person on the screen. How you doing? What's your name? Tell them where you're from. What you be doing?
Hey, y'all. I'm Nene. I'm originally from San Diego, but I do live in Alabama now. Full time student, full time worker. Get the money, get the degree. That's all I do.
Hey, that's righteous. That's righteous for sure. But yeah, we were supposed to have a little more people on, but things going on. We're gonna have some more next week. Just stay tuned, I promise you. But we're gonna ahead and get into this, man. So, like I said, first question I wanted to ask you is, what, as a man and a woman, what is the gender roles in a relationship? What is the man supposed to do? What is the woman supposed to do?
I'm gonna start with the women. This is just coming from me personally. Relationship wise, I feel like, are we talking bare minimum here, or are we just talking about in general?
In general, we'll get
In
to that
general,
next.
I feel like loyalty, that's the biggest thing. Loyalty and trust. You can't go into a relationship as a woman not healed, don't have the trust for your significant other, don't have that loyalty because it's not going to do nothing but cause problems, in my personal opinion. Those are the top two when it comes to relationships in general. That has to be there and it has to be strong. And definitely being healed. Like, I've seen too many cases of women that go into a relationship after they just been majorly hurt and they self sabotage themselves when it comes to like the healed portion of being in this relationship. I will say that.
Man,
Me, I just feel like it should be equal. The trust, the loyalty, it should always be there. And let's cut. Wait, can I cuss?
of course.
Let's cut these hoes off. Like, if you know you want somebody and you want to be serious, let the bitches go, please. Because I hate, and this is just coming from personal experience. I hate a motherfucker who wants you so bad and come to find out they got the hoes. I can't stand that. Cause how you sitting here wanting me so bad, and then you finally get me, and you still got bitches in your lineup. I cannot stand that. And I feel like in general, if you gonna jump into a relationship without the roster, without the hoes, without, oh, I got this one coming today and that one coming tomorrow. Like, don't nobody got time for that. And definitely in this generation, like, love is so hard to find. Even if we're young, older, like, the generation's rules and standards when it comes to a relationship has changed so bad.
Facts, most definitely. I can definitely pinpoint off that for sure. As a man, I ain't gonna lie. What men just like to have fun, bro. Like I said, a lot of things where a lot of shit that we do is we think with our dick, which is true. But I mean, women not helping it. The shit that y'all wear, don't get me wrong. It's like I said, it's still consent at the end of the day. But like I said, I seen some people say this too. Like it's the things women wear that tip those men off to feel like they can do whatever they want to do, or just have hoes. And having hoes in general, like, go like our generation is bored. Nobody want to stick with one person because it's boring. You don't want to go through those frustrations of being with another person. Shit get tough. So put that shit. Because once you get bored, especially if you get tired of somebody arguing all the time, you go cheat, bro. I'm telling you, that is 100% fact, bro. And I do this shit, but I'm just saying, I just know most niggas don't. Because, bro, who wants to deal with somebody that's arguing or bickering all the time about little shit or stupid shit? That's how people we see it as men. As
Okay.
stupid little bickering shit.
Now let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all ever sit down and be like, well, why is she bickering? Why is she mad? Why is she angry? Do y'all ever actually sit down and think to yourself, like, why she doing all this? Because, most women only bicker and argue when they constantly see the same thing that's not changing that they're asking for change for. Like, I've experienced it personally. Like, I had a dude tell his homies, which I'm cool with his homies, like, oh yeah, she nagged a lot. She was a little crazy, but every woman got that little craziness. But like the reason I was nagging is because he constantly was doing the same thing. Like it was bad. And I don't even want to get deep into it because a lot of people know this man, so I'm gonna let it go. But like sometimes it's okay to sit down and be like, you know what? Why is she like this? Why is she arguing with me? Like, some women, they only argue because you're not understanding what they're communicating to you in the beginning. Cause I know I'm big on, I don't want to argue with you. Like, I don't like yelling at people because I get too angry too fast. If I can sit here and be like, hey, this is bothering me. Oh, I don't like this person, or I don't like that you conversating with this person, or little things like, with me personally, it was just conversating with certain women that I knew was interested in that person. I will say that.
Right.
And it's like, I completely understand, niggas don't want to sit there and listen to my bitch nag and argue all day from their mama, like they at their mama house. That's cool. But y'all search for women that actually will stay down for y'all, but y'all see so many bad things about what she does that pisses you off or makes you like, I don't want to deal with this shit no more. When in some cases, ooh, sorry. In some cases, oh, sorry. Eyelash got in my eye. In some cases, most girls just want to sit there and be like, you know what? This is pissing me off, and I'm just telling you this now. And afterwards, if you continuously do it, I'm gonna leave. Cause that's exactly what I did. I'm not gonna keep wasting my breath telling you, oh, I just want you to fix this one thing. I just want you to change this one thing. I want you to block this one person.
No, that's real. That's definitely real. I ain't gonna lie, but as I could say for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else.
Of course.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can hold accountability, but it's like the same thing. If you don't want to change, you see me changing, but you don't want to change, that's where I got a problem. 'Cause like I said, don't get me wrong. If I fuck up, I'm gonna take accountability for it. Whether if I gotta hear you yell at me or something, or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna take accountability because like I said, it's not that deep. Not that deep to sit here trying to argue for it. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to do that shit. I used to say things I was right. Uh, and that's how I worked through. I worked on most of it, which I think I was right. But I just at this point in life, I see things a whole different perspective. I think I'm on both sides of the story at all. But I trust me, I can take accountability. Trust me, I can.
We love a man that can do that. And to add on to the little clothing thing, I definitely can understand why, women dressing more provocatively kind of changes your like sight of like seeing what you're seeing. Cause it's like, don't get me wrong, they be looking good. They be looking good. And this coming from a girl who will compliment any woman that look good when they go outside. They do be looking good. So I can't be mad about the fact that you just said that. And that just made me think about it in a whole nother limelight. Like, you know what? It's probably not even women talking to you. It's more so you seeing them, you seeing what they look like, you like what they look like. So of course you're gonna look.
Right.
So
And
I
that's
get that.
all in the count of being lustful. And I ain't
Mm.
gonna lie, I hate a lustful woman. Just like a woman hate a man, I hate a lustful woman, bro. Because if that's the first thing that you off your mind, bro, that just tells me everything I need to know. That may not be the case, but you saying this shit all real. I don't even know you. Come on, man. I'm not even like that, bro. I want to get to what's up in here, not what's down there. You feel what it's just real. That's just the type of person I am. Like I said, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me personally, I'm just not the type of person to just be like, unless you own that shit, I'll be completely. You own that shit, baby, that's a whole different story. But nah, as far as just being, I'm gonna get to know you as to who you are in here. Like I said, like I said, but it's really not that deep, and that's how the relationships get fucked up. Everything really be based off sex now. Ain't no love. That's sexual love. Fuck.
And
Like,
it
come on,
is.
let's be real. We gonna be real on here, man. That's just sexual love. Most of y'all be in that sexual ass relationship as y'all call love. Love, bro.
Mhm.
Get to know that person. Get to, you feel me? Get to know them ins and outs, them flaws. Because at the end of the day, we ain't gonna keep going in circles and shit, man. That shit stupid. But
It
yeah,
is.
but I mean, like I said, when I can still wear whatever y'all want, but men, like I said, men do be lustful because saying, oh, don't make me on that shit. Wear me on that shit. You feel me? But nah, I mean, like I said, it's some beautiful women. Every woman is beautiful in their own.
Hello.
You feel me? But it's like you get to know that person. They still might be a deep, genuine person. You just go off that big reaction that just look how she look. That's what she on. But then I mean, some things start that way. Some people keep their relationship intact off some shit. But I mean, that's just how it is. It's just in the world, bro. But yeah, that's just hey. Both genders be pissing me off, bro. Because we, as men, we do dumb shit. As women, y'all do shit. I honestly, me personally, don't get mad when I say that. I personally think women base off shit off feelings instead of logic. I, I'm just saying.
But women are emotional creatures, so of
I
course
get
they're gonna definitely base it off of emotion first before they actually think about it. Like, no shade, me recently, like I've just recently learned how to stop thinking with just my emotions and not actually thinking about what's going on. Because I had a problem with that, and that's just me personally. And I tell everybody this, I'm an emotional creature and I'm an empath. Like, it's kind of bad until you finally sit down and think to yourself, like, did I just lose my mind because of how I felt, or did I just lose it because of what I found, what I know, what I'm going, like what I've looked for? Like,
right.
it's totally different. Cause I actually 100% agree with you on that. Like, I have no rebuttal because I, as a woman, have done that.
And then I'm glad that the fact that you see that you're doing that wrong and you're putting that wrong into the world because a lot of people don't see they doing that wrong, bro. They don't see that as wrong. It's not wrong. Like what? Because thinking, don't get me wrong. Everybody gonna think off emotions. You say
Every
it
time.
depends, but it depends on the situation. But at the same time, you got to think this logic because everybody's action still comes with consequences, whether they're good or bad. And you basing shit off your emotions, that could 9 times out of 10 live out of the bad consequences. Now look, you in jail, or you just dead because you feel me? Because people don't play that. People are crazy out here. I'm just saying.
You got a point.
And then it's just the way. It's just like I. It's really just the way you say things too. Like that talking crazy too. That's just a whole nother. Just, I get it. And this is what ties to who watch Love Island. I know all of my Love Island folks, bro. I talking crazy, bro. Like them girls were doing on that show, bro. If that was a man to do that, bro, y'all would be mad as hell. Y'all would be called disrespectful. Oh, he beat women, bro. Nah, bro. That takes y'all gotta take accountability, bro. Y'all can't just be standing up somebody's face and yelling at them. That's stupid, bro. And they're talking about let them talk, bro. Then you still interrupting. That's one thing I don't like. It's just all that interrupting. Like there's ways to say things. Like I said, if both genders can learn how to talk to each other too, it would be straight. But like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm strong. I gotta get on the men's side too, because man, you can't be held here using fear as the way to try to lead women, bro. You can't. You get it. You got. I mean, I get certain niggas got certain rights, but at the same time, bro, your woman should feel safe with you. You shouldn't be trying to do all this shit just to defame me to make me feel like you that big dog, man. Just like I said, you don't gotta be. I don't necessarily say you ain't got to just bow down and shit. I ain't saying all that, but you just can really you feel me? You want some respectful shit and still hold your own. You feel me? Hold your leadership to a certain point. But like I said, it's all about the people. This is all about the situations they go through. So it's really just a toss up for real.
And see, to add on to that, definitely on a women's perspective, like as a woman, uh, myself, I'm gonna speak for myself on this situation. If me and my significant other into it, and he like literally like sit down and like tell me, trust and believe, I will sit there because in a sense, it turns into submission. It turns into I hear you, but make sure you hear me too. Like if you gonna be the man and lead this conversation and actually lead it where it needs to be, I'm gonna be that woman. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna listen to everything you got to say. And if it's something I don't agree about, because I had to learn this myself, and this is so crazy that you brought that up because I'm recently finding, like, recently getting it together. Because I used to be that person who used to interrupt conversations. Like, if me and you having a conversation and you saying something to me, or me and you into it, just hypothetically, and I would just be the person to be no, because this, and this, like. I'm just now learning that, and I'm 21 years old. I'm just now learning to actually sit down and listen. Cause no shade, most women they don't listen. Like they'll hear what you gotta say, but they'll hear something that they don't like that you just said, and they're gonna take it and run with it. Like, and this is just coming from a woman who has done it herself.
I'm glad
Like,
you said that shit, bro. Holy shit. I'm so glad that you said that, bro.
Like, and I'm telling you, like, I've just started learning this as a woman. Like, I've finally learned to like sit down and let a man talk about how he feels as well. Because, and this is another thing that even if you want to pick up on this, a lot of men are scared to tell women how they feel because they don't feel safe.
I said that the other day. I said that. I really said that
And
the
it's
other day.
like I had to learn to be able to tell my significant other, like, look, if there's anything you don't like that I've said, I've done, or anything like that, do not hold your feelings back because you know I'm emotional. Or don't hold your feelings back because you think it's gonna lead to an argument or something like that. Like, I'm entitled to tell you how I feel about something. So of course you should understand emotionally that I am here to listen. I'm here to accept you emotionally. Just like a woman want to accept a man with for their money, for what they look like, for all their assets. You should also be able to sit down and accept your man emotionally and mentally because mental health is also a big thing. Like it just took me 20 to 21 to finally realize how important a man's mental health is just as much as a woman. Because it ain't no fun and games when you lost up here. I'm not gonna lie.
Man,
It's
man,
not. But when a man is, they block off everything. They block off their feelings. They block off how they think. They block off how they move. Like, and it's scary because it's like 1 minute that the man you just saw a couple weeks ago, not the same man because he's not able to be emotionally available for you. And it's like, ladies, you don't want that with your significant other at all. Because if they're not emotionally available to you, any way you feel, they're not going to be able to understand because in a sense you can't understand how they feel either. And it's like, it's number one when it comes to conversations and stuff like that. I always say I want you to be able to be emotionally available to me. I want you to be able to tell me how you feel. Tell me if something ruined your day and it messed up your mentality. Like, I love that conversation because it's like most men are scared, and a lot of women don't understand that nowadays either, that men are normally scared to talk about their emotions. And a lot of women be like, "Oh, why don't you tell me how you feel? Why don't you tell me how you feel?" But you ain't asked the back questions. What made you feel like this? I see you changing. Like, women can peep when a man changed they whole demeanor, but they won't sit there and be like, "Oh, like are you actually okay? Like, what's going on with you mentally? What's going on with you emotionally?" It's
man.
always, you got an attitude, something wrong with you, you got a problem with me. Like, it's always combative instead of caring and nurturing in a sense. Definitely with our day and age, like these I ain't gonna call y'all no bitches because I'm very respectful. But y'all a little rough around the edges, like, and a man doesn't like that. And I had to learn that myself. Like, don't get me wrong, I can run off at the mouth. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, I've learned over the years that men like that aggressive stuff, but they don't want you to be all crazy willy nilly with it.
Right, right.
Like they want you to be able to submit. They want you to be able to understand as well.
Man, I'm so glad you said that, man, because I was really saying this the other day, bro. I was literally saying, I was telling my mom, like, men don't feel safe to come just sit there and talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we don't want to. Y'all don't make it a safe space for us to do that, bro. Trust me, because all we thinking about, she gonna yell at me. She gonna freak out. She gonna, you feel me, not talk to me. She gonna, you feel me, other stuff. You feel me, don't bring that comfort space. And like I said, that goes for the men too. Can't be sit there and yelling at her when she's not doing what you want exactly. Put in a way for she to understand it, man. I promise you, the world goes around when y'all both work together.
And I love that you just said that. Man, please get to know and understand what and how you say things to your significant other. Like, definitely with women, because you could say something one way, and in our head, you mean it a whole different way. Like, it gets to an emotional factor. And that's another thing, emotion versus logic. Like, you definitely have to sit down and get to know your partner and like certain factors of like how they think mentally and emotionally. I will say that.
I definitely agree, man. That is a great point. Cause like I said, as our generation do, we don't get to know each other. We get to know each other off of sex, bro. And that's
And
sad.
that's it.
It's really sad, bro. It's just, I guess that's the way the world is now. Not for me, not in this program. It is. Doing that shit very strict over this mug.
Overly. Overly.
But like I said, man, I want to basically encourage y'all. Like she said, man, just sit down and talk, bro. All it takes, bro. Y'all understand how many conversations would be solved, how many problems would be solved if you just sit down and talk to your significant other, bro. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
It's not talking ain't hard. People do it every day.
Exactly. Man, we got so much shit. Man, that's just so much shit to go really in deep to. But man, I want to do it. Like I said, I want other people's opinions. It really been more better if some more people was in here. We would get to know more people's opinions. But that's cool though. Because once we see this and they see this, she's on here. Boom, we sparking. Now we gonna have everybody come and comment say, I want to hear their thoughts. I want to hear this. Why I did this for. This why I did this for. I want to hear everybody's thoughts, man. But we're gonna get on this little last topic. What is the bare minimum in a relationship? What is the bare minimum to you?
Sorry, these dogs. Um, Bare minimum. Good morning. Good night. Have you ate? Maybe some flowers every now and then. Like the small things for me is the bare minimum. Like you showing me that you appreciate me just as much as I appreciate you. That's the bare minimum. You text me randomly in the middle of the day. I love you so much. I love everything that you do for me. I can't wait to see you. Even planning dates, like that's bare minimum to me. And holding the door. I don't know if other women think it's crucial, but holding that door, opening that door, bare minimum for sure.
Okay, bare minimum for sure. Okay, yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say I wouldn't say holding the door was bare minimum. Like I didn't think that was like a major problem for real, especially because I'm a P person. I wasn't growing up on that traditional shit. You feel me? I ain't had no dad. You feel me? So I didn't get to see that growing up. Everything I'm doing with now with women, I'm just learning on my own. For real. But I'm starting to see that's really more of a bare minimum thing than just a main problem. So I'm glad to see that somebody else done said that because I was really wondering, was that really a main one or really bare minimum? But
It's really bare minimum. Like, you don't want to hold the door for your lady?
nah, I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't get. I do that automatically. You feel me? But it's like, yeah, because I got my grandmas and mamas and shit. So y'all, you feel me? I got to do that off rip. But like, yeah, bare minimum for me. I ain't gonna lie with. I would really just say, really just loyalty for real, for real. Loyalty and just make sure nigga all right. Make sure I'm all right, bro. If I'm checking up on you and you ain't checking up on me, then come on, what are we doing?
That
It
ain't a
shows
relationship. That's a talking stage. Hello.
you feel me. Like if I'm pouring myself into you and you ain't doing that shit back, bro, what are you doing, man? That's bare minimum for me. Like, cause I don't ask for much, man. I really don't. Cause this shit should be hard. I mean, love is hard, but it shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Let's rephrase that. This generation is making it
Yeah,
hard. Everybody's expectations is so what they see on social media, what they hear in music. It's not. Oh, that's
what is
another
right
topic.
nowadays, man? Nah, facts. Facts.
But
We got so much to talk about, man. I promise you we do, man. I promise you. But once everybody really get in here, it's gonna really be real full circle, man. We gonna have to really have to get some argument. Might have some arguments in here for real. Might have
might,
some arguments.
might. I know we will.
Exactly. Cause somebody gonna say something. I know, especially if I get my sisters in. Yeah, I know how they is, man. I just know how they is. So, but yeah, that's really my bare minimum. Cause that's me personally. Cause I don't ask for much, man. As long as you show loyalty and you just make sure you be there for a nigga when I need you to, bro.
I
I'm gonna
feel
really
that.
take care of the rest for real, for real.
Because
I just
bare
want to see
minimum
you
is
gonna
not
hold it down.
heavy on. Are you going to hold it down, and are you going to hold it down from the good to the bad?
Exactly.
Like,
The better for the worse, especially on the
hello.
worst days when we arguing to the point where it's damn near finna get broken up. You feel me?
Do you hear me? Niggas getting irritated because they arguing every day about a situation that like that's another thing. I hate seeing people give up just because of an argument. Like it's clearly a misunderstanding between both parties, and we both can't like see each other's points right now. But that giving up, I done seen it happen so many times. And hearing it, it's like, oh, we just got into an argument. He was like, yeah, let's break up. And I was like, okay. And it's like, for you to be okay with that means that you were not trying to be there for long term. Like, you were not trying to be there for long. And that's just me. And it goes for men and women. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, if somebody be like, oh, well, all this arguing, I'm tired of it. So let's just go and wrap this up. Oh, okay. It is what it is. Not saying that you have to forcefully fight for something. But if that was something you wanted, definitely long term, you're gonna fight for it.
For sure. If you want it for real, you'll go get it. I mean, it's all about this chasing shit too. I get that too. That's a whole nother thing, man. It's just so much plots to this one big plot, man. We got so much stuff to get into, man. But like I said, man, that's really my bare minimum. I ain't really got nothing else to say. That's all I really wanted to plug in. Just a little, little warm up episode before we really start getting into this shit. But you got anything else you wanted to say? Anything else you want to plug in? Want to chime in on?
No, just ladies, love your man how your man want to be loved, and men, love your woman how they want to be loved, and learn their love language. Like that's all I got.
Just like I said, we got so many topics to talk about, man. We just wanted to feel me, just get the little ground started. So I'm not BSing, man. I care about the women too, not just men about sports and all that other BS I be doing, but I care about what's on the other side too. So yeah, man. Thank you, Nene. Thank you for really coming out. You ain't had to coming out talking with me. All that good shit. I'm thinking about bringing you back as a regular, keeping you on with the rest of the ladies.
You should.
I'm
I
gonna be
definitely
switching in and
enjoyed
out,
it.
but I want you here for sure, like I told you. So we gonna be seeing her every Wednesday. So y'all get ready. But that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the first episode, Women's Wednesday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to episode 8 when it comes out. Make sure y'all catch up on all the videos. All right, shit. That's it, sir.
All right, folks.